So, been waiting for this. It's the Princess Elizabeth Challenge Cup. It's Bedford School on the left of our picture, the stripes of Shiplake on the right, the hotly contested open event for junior 8s. And, well, we're going to see what form unfolds here. We just saw earlier this afternoon St. Paul's taking down Eton. Shiplake, who were first at the National Schools Regatta. We know they're super fast, and they are proving it within 20 strokes already.
Very strong start again from the crews. Shiplake moving away from Bedford nicely, smoothly. Again, all that power.
Yeah, I think it speaks for itself, doesn't it, really? Smooth power, that's what we're seeing going on here. Really like the sort of strength of the leg drive you can see there. Just like pistons, absolutely kind of pressing down. And, you know, if you're not somebody who's seen much rowing, you're trying to move the boat past the oar in the water. And already at this stage of the race, they've moved their boat well past the Bedford School crew. Let's take a little bit of a look at the Shiplake crew if we can. We've got Thomas Reeder coxing, aged 18, and in the stroke seat, Daniel McGregor. Then, I beg your pardon, let me take the right crew. This is the Shiplake crew. Ben Logie is the cox there. Apologies, viewers. And you can see him looking into the eyes of Isaac Dean at stroke, Joshua Barnes at 7, Henry Day Clark at 6, Luca Hunt-Davis has got some pedigree at 5, Finley Rhys-Jones at 4, William Harper at 3, Edward Gaylor at 2, Bow Oliver Nash. That's the Shiplake lineup. They dominated at the National Schools Regatta. That's what they want to do here. Bedford School, well, they've just got to believe, excuse me.
So Bedford School getting to nice rhythm, trying to stay strong. At Shiplake, I think they really started to control the race, having a nice view on Bedford.
I've just got rid of the fly that I swallowed there whilst watching the Shiplake, well, maybe it was a bee, like the Shiplake outfits here. They're looking really good, though, aren't they? And Bedford School, just giving a moment to give them a name check as well, as Shiplake fly under us. Looking at that, the way they're rigged there, with a couple of oars on one side in the middle of the boat. But look at that, lovely long rowing. You can see the power in those young shoulders. Michael Moretto at bow, only 18 years of age, and Ben Rico at 2, 17 years of age. The bow pair, really important in setting up an 8, isn't it? To get the boat up and running and rhythmical and stable for everyone else.
Yeah, coaches always think where to put their athletes, where will be the most beneficial for the boat. Those who can, the bow pair who can really feel and catching up quick, a little bit sometimes even quicker than the rest of the boat. They are very important, and it's always like a game to put people along the boat.
Yes, exactly how you sit them. As we look down from above, we can see now that Shiplake have settled to a comfortable lead, and they're not going to expend too much. We talked in the previous rate about conservation, but Bedford are really going hard. They know that this is their last few strokes of Henley Regatta. Look at that boat go. Somebody's screen's dropped off. You can see in the water they're just picking up in that shot. That's a screen that will tell the rowers how many watts that they are deploying. So they don't know how many watts they're deploying, but I can tell you it's all the watts they've got in the Bedford boat. Michael Moretto, Ben Rico, Oscar Qualtrough, Alex Dean, Oliver Payne, Stanley Breed, Julian Lannick, Daniel McGregor and Thomas Reeder. That's the Bedford lineup, but it's the Shiplake lineup that crosses the line with a comfortable day's work done, and they will go through to Super Saturday, to the semi-finals day. Respect as ever so important in rowing. Some of these guys will be competing against and maybe combining with their opposition in the future, and I love the way the bonds are built in this sport.